When you picture a frog eating, you probably imagine a cute little green amphibian sitting on a lily pad, flicking its sticky tongue out to catch a mosquito. But the American bullfrog doesn't care about mosquitoes. This frog wants meat. It eats mice, it eats snakes, it eats bats, and it will even eat small birds. I'm going to show you why this swamp monster actually has teeth, how to tell a boy from a girl just by looking at its ears, and the incredibly disturbing way it uses its eyeballs to swallow its food. First, let's talk about that appetite. The American bullfrog is the largest true frog in North America, and it is what biologists call a gape-limited predator. That simply means that if an animal can physically fit inside the frog's mouth, the frog will eat it. They have absolutely no dietary standards. They will even eat other, smaller bullfrogs. Because of this voracious appetite, they have become a highly destructive invasive species in places like Europe and South America, wiping out local wildlife. But if you catch a live, struggling mouse, how do you keep it in your mouth? Contrary to popular belief, bullfrogs actually have teeth. If you look inside their mouth, you will find tiny backward-facing spikes along their upper jaw called maxillary teeth, and two sharp, bony ridges on the roof of their mouth called vomerine teeth. They don't use these teeth to chew, they use them like a trap. Once the jaws snap shut, the backward-pointing teeth grip the struggling prey, making it impossible for the animal to back out. But this creates a major problem. If you don't chew your food, and you don't have hands to shove a giant, squirming meal down your throat, how do you swallow it? You use your eyes. When a bullfrog catches something large, you will see it close its eyes tightly and pull them down into its head. The frog's eye sockets actually open directly into the roof of its mouth. By retracting its massive eyeballs, the frog physically pushes the food backward and forces it down its esophagus. So every time you see a bullfrog blink really hard while eating, it is literally using its eyes to swallow its dinner. When they aren't eating, they are making a lot of noise. They are called bullfrogs because the males produce a deep, resonating jug-o-rum call that sounds remarkably like a roaring bull. And if you ever want to know if you are looking at a male or a female, you don't need to hear them roar. You just need to look at their ears. Behind the frog's eye is a large, flat circle called the tympanum. This is their external eardrum. In a female bullfrog, this circle is the exact same size as her eye. But in a male bullfrog, the tympanum is massive, often twice the size of his eye. This giant ear helps the males hear the deep, booming calls of their rivals across the swamp. So, the bullfrog is the undisputed apex predator of the pond. It has a mouthful of teeth, ears bigger than its eyes, and a terrifying ability to swallow birds whole. If you want to leap into more wild facts, make sure to hit that subscribe button.